To School for Cool and Other Smarty Pants Jokes by Brenda Pony. How do you make sure to get straight A's in school? Use a ruler. Why was the math book so sad? It was filled with problems. Why did the teacher write on the window? She wanted her lessons to be perfectly clear. What did the pen say to the pencil? You have a point. What's a math teacher's favorite dessert? Pie. Why were the teacher's eyes crossed on the first day of school? He couldn't control his pupils. What flies around school at night? An alphabet. Why was the Cyclops such a good teacher? He only had one pupil. Why did the music teacher need a ladder to reach the really high note? Where was the backpack lying on the ground? He was a knapsack. Why are geometry books so adorable? They have acute angles. Why did Echo get in trouble at school? Echo, 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 echo. She kept answering back. Why did the girl study in a tree? She wanted a higher education. What do elves study in school? The alphabet. What do librarians take with them when they go fishing? Bookworms. Knock, knock, who's there? Abby. Abby who? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. What do math teachers eat? Square meals. How do bees get to school? Bus. On a school bus. What kind of a school do surfers go to? Boarding school. Why did 2-4 ski lunch? They already ate. What do you get if you add 2 oranges, 5 strawberries, 27 blueberries, and 1 banana? A delicious fruit salad. Why did the teacher marry the janitor? He swayed her off her feet. Why don't giraffes go to elementary school? Because they are all in high school. The end. The Thank You Later. The Thank You Later by Jane Barbera. Grace's birthday was almost here. She had written a list. The day of the party arrived. There were games and ice cream and the presents, and the sun shone all day. The next day, Grace got out her new pens and pencils to write thank you letters. Although she didn't write them, what she really wanted was a real puppy. She only stopped for one quick snack. But Grace did not stop there. Next, she wrote a thank you to her cat. A thank you to the lady in the thrift store. A thank you to her favorite teacher. A thank you to her dog. Grace even wrote a thank you to the sky. She put it on a tree as high as she could reach. And still she wrote some more. Soon, thank you letters appeared all over town. They made everyone very happy. So, one afternoon, when Grace came home from school, she ran up to her new tent and it was full of love notes. Love notes everywhere. Grace read each and every one. The end. The Bad Seed. The Bad Seed. Written by Jory John. Illustrated by Pete Oswalt. I'm a bad seed. A bad seed. Oh yeah, it's true. The other seeds, they look at me and say, that seed is so bad. When they think I'm not listening, they marvel. This girl's a bad seed. But I can hear them. I had good hearing for a seed. How bad am I? You really want to know? Well, I never put things back where they belong and date to everything. I tell long jokes with no punchlines. I never wash my hands or my feet. I lie about pointless stuff. I cut in line every time. I stare at everybody. I glide at everybody. I finish in everybody's sentence. And I never listen. And I do lots of other bad things too. Know why? Because I'm a bad seed. A bad seed. I just can't help it. Sure, I wasn't always this bad. I was born a humble seed on a simple sunflower in an unremarkable field. I had a big family, seeds everywhere. We found ways of having fun. We were close, but then the petals drop and our flower drop. It's kind of a blur. I remember a bag. Everything went dark. And then a giant. I thought I was a goner. I thought I was done for. I screamed. I howled. But I was beat out at the last possible second. I flew through the air, and I landed under the bleachers with a huge thud. When I woke up, it was dark outside. A weight of gum had softened my fall. I felt okay, but something had changed in me. I became a different seed entirely. I become a bad seed. A bad seed. That's right. I started smiling. I kept myself. I drifted. I was friend to nobody and bad to everybody. I was lost on purpose. I lived inside a soda can. I didn't care, and it suited me. Until recently, I made a big decision. I decided I don't want to be a bad seed anymore. I'm ready to be happy. It's hard to be good when you are so used to being bad. But I'm trying. I'm taking it one day at a time. Sure, I still forget to listen. And I still show up late. And I still talk during movies. And I do all kinds of other bad stuff. But I also say thank you. And I say please. And I smile. and I hold doors open for people. Not always, but sometimes. And even though I still feel bad, sometimes I also feel kind of good. It's sort of a mix. All I can do is keep trying and keep thinking. Maybe I'm not such a bad seed after all. Hey, look, there goes that bad seed. Actually, he's not all that bad anymore. I heard that. The end. The Color Collector. The Color Collector by Nicholas Salis. Illustrated by Renia Martellini. She was new. She was quiet. I think she was lonely. There was the day I met Violet. I was new once. I said hello. She smiled a little, I think. But she was quiet. She lived near me. We walked home the same way. I was on one side, she on the other. Always quiet, always alone, every day the same. Until one day, the day she picked something up, the wind blew strong. The red candy wrapper did somersaults. It landed at her feet. It hugged her shoe. Violet picked it up, the bright red wrapper. Then it was gone, disappearing into her backpack. She looked up. She looked at me. She waved. Then her eyes went down, and she turned the corner. She was always picking things up. I had never noticed it before. Now it is all I see her do. Bright blue cookies wrappers, yellow piece of paper, green bottle caps, red fall leaves, all disappearing into the gray backpack. One day, on our silent walk home, I'm not so silent.
What do you do with it all?
Oh, what?
The wrappers and trash and leaves.
Do you really want to know?
Yes, please.
Then follow me. Just a little farther. Up one flight of stairs, then another, and another. The heavy door creaks open. This is my room. Here, in her room, the sun comes to shine. It reaches in and makes her glow. It makes her collection glow as well. Each brightly colored wrapper, piece of trash, and speckled leaf has a place on her walls, her ceiling, her door. They are no longer forgotten beasts blowing in the wind. Along her wall, they are one. They are her sky, her beach, her village. They are beautiful. We came here for a better life. I miss home though. I miss the sounds, the smells, and I miss the colors. I'm sad that she is sad.
It is beautiful,
I say. She tells me stories about her sun, her ocean, her people. We sit and talk, then laugh, then talk some more. She is not so sad. She is not so alone. It feels good to be her friend. I say goodbye. She says goodbye.
I see you tomorrow.
It is true. She smiles. I smile. We smile the same. On way home, the wind blows strong and cold. A bright red leaf falls at my feet. I pick it up and put it in my backpack. The end. Who's Got Spot? Who's Got Spot? By Lydia William Aber. Good luck, called Kit's dad. This was the day Miss Big was going to announce the solo singer for the Autumn Fest. Kit was hoping it would be him. Kit could hardly sit still. He was too excited. He was also worried. What if Miss Big stood up in front of the whole class and said someone else's name? What if the name she called is Kip? Miss Beck announced with a big smile. Kip will be our solo singer. All the kids cheered. For the first time since tryouts, Kip relaxed. What a great day this was turning out to be. Practice for the Autumn Fest began right away. It takes many voices to make a chorus, said Miss Big. Kit will sing the solo, but each one of you is important, so be sure to come to every practice. Don't worry, said Kip. He was sure that nothing would get in the way of their show. But the next day, Kip found out that something was getting in the way. I have bad news, said Miss Big. 3 people in the chorus have chicken pox. Travis, May, and Corey. All the kids began talking at once. Have you had it? I had it already. Will I get it? Do you get chicken pox from a chicken? A chicken? Oh no, said Miss Big. You catch it from someone who has it. The good news is that once you get chicken pox, you can never get it again. Still, the room buzzed with a worried voice. What about the show? Cried Kip. Well, let's see, Miss Big said. There are 15 people in our chorus. We can perform it at this 10. I will by the date of the show. What are the chances of that? Whispered Alice, the girl next to Kip. Chicken pox is really contagious. I know, said Kip in the worried voice. Miss Big sighed. All we can do is wait and see. Who knows what will happen in the next 2 weeks? Waiting won't take the worry away, Kit said to Alice on the way home from school. I wish I could figure out what the chances are for 10 of us to be well on the day of the show. Ah, Alice laughed. Do you have a crystal ball that tells about chicken pox? A smile spread across his face. I'll talk to you later, he said. I'm going home now to make something that will tell us more than a crystal ball. I'm going to make a chart. He made more calls. Everyone had something different to say. I had it, Jean said. I was scratching the whole time. I was away at camp. I would shut the doors and turn the locks. I would never get a chicken pox, cried Kelly. Chicken pox! I had 219 spots, wailed Anna. My Mom made me wear mittens so I wouldn't scratch, Matt told him. Kip called Sophie and Chloe next. Neither of them had had chickenpox. 2 more in the never had it column, he thought. Only 4 more calls to make. The next day, Kip showed the chart to the class. Look, he said, we have 7 kids for the show.
How do you figure that?
Asked Rob. Like this, explained Kip. 4 kids had a chicken pox already, so they can't get it again. The 3 kids who have it now should be better in plenty of time to sing. That's 7 kids. All we need is 10. I get it, said Amy. So at least 3 more of us have stayed healthy. From that second on, everyone who had never had chickenpox tried everything not to get chickenpox. Amy started wearing a mask she got from a doctor's office. Don't breathe on me, she said to everyone. Fred wore gloves all day.
A glove a day. Keep the germ away,
he said. Jackson sprayed germ killer on the chairs in the classroom.
Just to be extra safe,
he whispered. And Kip tried very hard to sing with his mouth closed. To protect my throat, he mumbled. The next day, Chloe, Fred, and Sophie were absent.
Chickenpox,
Miss Biggs said sadly. But Travis, May, and Chloe will be back tomorrow. Oh, said Kip. My chart doesn't work so well anymore. I can't keep track of who's sick and who isn't. How about making a grave with the kids' names on it? Alice suggests. We can use sticky notes. Good idea, said Kip. Then we can move them around if things change. Phil, Kip said when they were finished. It's 2 days till the show. If nobody else gets sick, we have 12 kids. The day before the show, Miss Big had some more bad news. Kelly, Jackson, she said, shaking her head. Chickenpox. Oh no, Kip thought. We were down to 10. He turned to Bob and Amy. Okay, you guys. None of us can get sick. That night, Kip made a terrible discovery. When he took off his shirt, he looked at his stomach and gasped.
Oh no, I got a spot.
Kip felt like crying.
I have to be in the show, he thought. I just won't tell anyone.
Kip crawled under the covers. In the darkness, he thought about his solo. He didn't feel good about it anymore, and he knew why. Kip sat up and shouted, Mom, Dad, I have a chickenpox. His parents hurried into his room and turned on the light. Kip showed them the spot. Dad looked closely, and then he laughed. You don't have chickenpox, he said.
That spot, just a wrinkle.
And the next spot. Kip saw was the spotlight shining on him as he sang his solo perfectly. The end. The Stick by Clay Rice. Once, there was a boy who had no toys to play with. The other children in the neighborhood had lots of toys. Every afternoon, the boy would go to the park, sit under a big tree, and watch the other children play. Sometimes they let the boy play with their toys, sometimes not. This made the boy sad. One day, as the boy was sitting under the big tree in the park, he noticed a stick leaning against the trunk. He had never seen such an unusual stick. He picked it up. Suddenly, he was a pirate, then a baseball player at a bat, and then a knight on a steed. The boy noted that there were words carved into the stick. He sang them like a song. Imagination lives in you. It's the fire in all you do. Use it well, and you can be anything you want to be. The boy carried a stick everywhere, and anywhere he was anything he wanted to be. At the beach, he was a fisherman. At the lake, he paddled a canoe. He was a hiker in the highlands, and his imagination grew. Time passed, and the boy grew up. With the stick's inspiration, he became everything he wanted to be. He took business trips and airplane rides. He sailed the seas on rising tides. He gave of his time. He gave of his wealth. He gave from his heart. He gave of himself. He built a house high on a hill, overlooking the valley where he had grown up. In the distance, he could see the park and the old tree where he used to sit. As the years passed, the boy became an old man, but each day he took his stick with him to the park and sat on a bench near the tree where he had found the stick so long ago. He would sit for hours and watch the children play. All the children seemed to have lots of toys to play with, except for one little girl. The little girl always sat under the old tree and watched the other children play with their toys. This made the old man sad. Early one morning, the old man walked to the park. Instead of sitting on the bench, he went over to the tree. He leaned the stick against its trunk, walked to his bench, and waited. Soon, the children arrived at the park with their toys. He waited to see if the little girl would show. He saw her walk slowly toward the tree. He peered down at the unusual stick leaning against its trunk. She picked the stick, and suddenly he was a princess, a fencer, then a surfer riding a wave. She noted that there were words carved into the stick, and as she danced away, she sang them like a song. Imagination lives in you. It's the fire in all you do. Use it well, and you can be anything you want to be. And the old man smiled and walked home. The end. Red Cat, Blue Cat. Red Cat, Blue Cat by Jenny Raymond. Red Cat and Blue Cat live in the same house. Blue cat stay upstairs. Red cat stay downstairs. Whenever they saw each other, hiss, yo, scratch. It was not good at all. But neither cat knew about the other's secret wish. Red cat wished he were as smart as Blue cat. And Blue cat wanted to be fast and bouncing like Red cat. So they fought and they hissed and they wished all day long. One day, Blue cat had a good idea. If I turn myself red, I will become fast and bouncing, he said. And he ate a crab, some cherries, a watermelon, strawberries, and rose petals. Guess what was spying on him the whole time? I was your Blue cat. Who's smart? Said Red cat. He ate blueberries, bluebells, a blue fish, blue pudding, and certain cupcakes. It did not work, not at all. Blue cat stayed blue and Red cat stayed red, and both cats were a bit sad and a bit angry. I will try something different, declared Blue cat. Look at me, I'm red, he said. Red cat came on with his own plan. If I roll in these blue pants, I will become a blue cat, he said. Red cat went to show Blue cat his brand new self. I'm blue too, said Red cat. I'm Red cat, said Blue cat. Grrr! Hiss! Stumble, tumble, whomp! It had not worked, not at all. Are you trying to be like me? Asked Blue cat. Maybe, said Red cat, but I'm too sticky. And I'm too hot, Blue cat admitted. Both cats helped each other become red and not blue. Red cat helped Blue cat take off his red clothes. Blue cat washed Red cat's hard to clean paint spots. Rub a scrub. But they were not done yet, not even close. Here's what you need to do. Be exactly like me, said Blue cat. He showed Red cat how to come up with smart ideas. Don't you want to be like me? Asked Red cat. Well, maybe, said Blue cat. Just a little bit. Follow me, said Red cat. Red cat showed Blue cat how to run fast and jump high. Each worked hard, very hard, to be exactly like the other. But something was not quite right. I think I like being Red cat best, Red cat admitted. I can't run as fast as you, said Blue cat. But I'm the best Blue cat ever. There were still Blue cat and Red cat, but something had changed. Red cat and Blue cat were friends. They all thought of fast, bouncing, and clever things together. Then, one day, meow, meow, they spotted a yellow cat. Meow, 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 meow. Can you sing? Asked Red cat. Should we be yellow? Asked Blue cat. Here we go again. The end. Red and green, blue and white. Red and green, blue and white. Inspired by a true story. Words by Lee Wind. Pictures by Paul O. Zelinsky. On a block, dressed up in red and green. One house shone, blue and white. Isaac helped his family decorate their big window for Hanukkah. Across the street, his best friend Teresa helped her family trim their Christmas tree. Isaac wrote poems, and Teresa made art. They both loved playing in the snow, counting down to the holidays. And though you couldn't have too many sprinkles on a cookie, when it got dark, Teresa flipped the switch, and her house glowed red and green. Across the street, Isaac lit his family's decorated menorah, and his house glowed blue and white. Later, when it was dark and everyone was asleep, shadows approached Isaac's house. Smash! The window shattered. A stone! Shard of glass falling, and Isaac, wide awake, watched their menorah flicker out. The adult talked and talked. "You sleep in our room for now," his dad told Isaac and his sister. Isaac's mom asked, "Should we light the menorah again?" If they didn't, Isaac knew it would be like hiding they were Jewish. That didn't feel right. The next night, Isaac did the menorah, and through the new window, his house glowed across the street. She hadn't known she was holding. She took out paper and markers and drew. When she was done, Teresa added 2 words for Isaac and put the drawing up in the window. Through the paper, the line shone blue and white. Isaac saw the drawing and ran outside. Blue and white menorah. Light from 2 homes tonight. The idea grew with more drawing. Their friends joined in. Then their school and their library. Local stores joined in, and restaurants and clubs. It was on TV and in the newspaper. 3 weeks after, Isaac and his family stood tall, and Teresa and her family stood up by their side. Their whole town was dressed up to celebrate the true spirit of the holidays, the true meaning of community. From more than 10,000 windows came Christmas tree and menorah, light shine bright, red and green and blue and white, stronger together. The end. Rapunzel. Rapunzel by Paragon Books, illustrated by David O'Toole. One day, a poor man found some vegetables growing in a garden. He picked some to take to his wife, who was having a baby. But an old witch came along. "This is my garden," she said. "Take what you want, but you must pay me back." The man agreed to pay her back, but the man forgot his promise. His wife had a baby girl. They called her Rapunzel. Then one day, the old witch knocked on the door. "You took my food. Now I will take your baby," said the old witch. The old witch took the baby away. The old witch trapped Rapunzel in a tower by magic. The tower had no door. Many years went by, and Rapunzel grew into a woman with long, long hair. Rapunzel's only friends were the birds. The birds sang to her, and she sang to the birds. Rapunzel was sad. She had to stay in the tower. One day, a prince rode by. He heard Rapunzel singing and saw her at the window. Then he heard the old witch calling, "Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair." Rapunzel let her long, long hair tumble through the window. The old witch climbed up Rapunzel's hair to get into the tower. When he was sure the old witch had gone, the prince ran to the tower. "Rapunzel, Rapunzel, lay down your hair," he shouted. Rapunzel thought it was the old witch. She let her long, long hair tumble through the window. The prince climbed up. "I will help you get away," said the prince. The prince had a plan to help Rapunzel escape. Every day, as soon as the old witch had gone, he visited Rapunzel. Every day, he brought silk thread. Rapunzel made a strong silk ladder. Every night, Rapunzel worked hard to make the ladder. One morning, the old witch came back to the tower early. She saw the ladder. "Who gave you this?" shouted the old witch. "The prince," said Rapunzel. The old witch was angry. She grabbed the scissors and Rapunzel's hair. Snip, snip, snip. The old witch cut off Rapunzel's hair. The old witch sent Rapunzel away. Rapunzel climbed down the silk ladder and went into the woods. The prince came to the tower. "Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair," he shouted. The old witch let the hair tumble through the window. The prince climbed up and up. Then, when he was almost at the top, the old witch let go. Down, down fell the poor prince. The prince landed in a thorn bush and hurt his eyes. He couldn't see. The prince stumbled into the wood. "Help me!" he called. Only the woodland creatures could hear him. "Where am I?" asked the prince. After many days, the prince heard Rapunzel singing. He stumbled towards the sound. When she saw him, Rapunzel was so happy. She ran to the prince. Her tears of joy fell on his eyes and made them better. The prince and Rapunzel hugged. They were happy to be together at last. The end. Taripunzel, Taripunzel by Christy Webster, illustrated by Gladys Hosse. Once before time, there lived a dinosaur named Taripunzel. She had a beautiful voice. A mean witch wanted Taripunzel to sing only for her. So she trapped Taripunzel in a tall tower. The witch cast a spell. Taripunzel's hair grew and grew until it reached the ground. The witch climbed up Taripunzel's hair. "Now, sing for me," the witch told Taripunzel. "Sing only for me." The witch could climb in and out of the tower, but Taripunzel could not get out. While the witch was away, Rapunzel sang to pass the time. She sang in the bath. She sang in the kitchen. She even sang in bed. Rapunzel wished she had a friend who loved music just as much as she did. One day, a prince walked by the tower. She heard a voice. It was the most beautiful song he had ever heard. The prince called out to Rapunzel. Rapunzel wanted a new friend. She laid down her hair. The prince climbed up. Rapunzel sang for the prince. The prince loved music. The prince played music too. Rapunzel and the prince sang and played music together all afternoon. It was Rapunzel's best day so far. The prince wanted Rapunzel to visit his castle. They could play music there, and everyone could listen. Rapunzel told the prince that she could not leave. Her hair was the only way in or out. "I will come back with a ladder," he said. "Then we can both get down." As the prince climbed down, the witch saw him. She did not want anyone else to hear Rapunzel sing. The witch climbed up Rapunzel's hair. She was very angry with Rapunzel. The witch cut off Rapunzel's hair. The witch threw the hair out the window. "Now you will sing only for me," said the witch, "and we will stay in the tower forever." Rapunzel did not know what to do, but without her long hair, she felt lighter, much lighter. She almost felt like she could fly. Rapunzel soared through the air. She had never felt so free and happy. She started singing. Down below, Rapunzel saw someone carrying a ladder. It was the prince. He had come back to save Rapunzel. But now he did not need to save her. She had saved herself. The two friends sang and played music all the way to the castle. It was Rapunzel's best day so far. The end. Nobody. A story about overcoming bullying in schools by Erin Frankel, illustrated by Paula Heafy. I used to like school, but that was before somebody decided to make my life miserable. Hurry up, Thomas, or you will miss your bus. I wish I could miss it. Before, somebody named Kyle made me feel like a nobody. I thought things would be better this year, now that Kyle isn't in my class. But I was wrong. Now he just finds new places and ways to mess with me. Nobody cares about your stupid bug collection, Thomas. Ma said Kyle would grow up over the summer and stop picking on me. But he didn't grow up, he just grew. Try the baby fountain. I thought I'd get a break from Kyle at soccer practice. But guess who's on my team this year? Nice play, Thomas. Seriously? Nobody plays as bad as him. Doesn't he have anything better to do than make fun of me? I know. I have better things to do. You call that art? Kyle, let's find something for you to do. Don't worry about him. Problem is, I can get him off my mind sometimes. I don't even enjoy the things I'm good at anymore. Everyone tells me, just stay away from him. But why doesn't he stay away from me? It's not like I'm the one following him around. Nobody sees with girls. I tell him to stop, but he doesn't listen. At least, not when I say it. Quit it! Sorry. Hey, quit it, Kyle. When I try telling someone what Kyle's doing, he always said the same thing. I didn't do anything. And if nobody else speaks up, then it's my word against his. We didn't see who did it. We weren't even looking. I wish some people would look a little closer when Kyle is mean to me. And I wish some people, like my sister, would just stay out of it. Hey, leave my brother alone. Oh, go cry to your big sister. I'm getting tired of the same old story Kyle asked me. I feel bad. Or even worse, Kyle acts mean to me, and I act mean to somebody else. Are you okay, Thomas?
Just leave me alone.
What I really want is for Kyle to leave me alone. And I know that's what my friends want too.
Sure, nobody.
What's up with him? But no one wants to make him mad. I don't get it. Why is everyone always worried about Kyle's feeling? What's Kyle upset about? Wait, is everyone worried about his feeling?
Let's go, Kyle.
But how does being mean to me make things any better for Kyle? Does he think he will have more friends? Ha 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 ha! If I were him, I'd think again.
What's the problem here, boys?
It was Kyle, not us. Still, what if Kyle is right? What if nobody is like me? What if I'm different? But aren't we all different in some way? Isn't that what makes things interesting? What if I try looking at things differently? Maybe Kai is right. Maybe nobody is like me. And maybe that's a good thing. Nobody understands but you. Wow, nobody trusts the way you do. Good question, Thomas. Nobody ever asked that before. Remember, everyone, it's your story. You choose how it goes. I decided it's time for a new story. I wish it could go something like this. Nobody wears glasses like those. Well, guess what? I do. And I'm somebody. But when the moment comes, I get stuck. Which is why it feels really good when the other people speak out with me. Nobody wears glasses like those. I do. What do you care, Kyle? I like his glasses. Yeah? They are cool. I hope Kyle starts to see that most people don't like it when he asks me. That's for babies. Just leave him alone, okay? That's awesome. Nice. And that is okay to need a little help with his feelings sometimes, just like the rest of us.
Kyle,
You need to cool off. Can I help?
I'm really glad you talked to me, Thomas. Lately, Kyle seems to be eating a little better. He's starting to think twice what to say and do. This one gonna go. I've been thinking twice about things too. I decided that nobody can make me feel like nobody. And there's nothing wrong with being me, 'cause I really am somebody. The end. I'm a cat. I'm a cat by Julia Bernstein. Hello, my name is Simon. I'm a cat, just like you.
Huh? Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha.
A cat? Say Lion. Don't be silly, dear boy. You can be a cat because I'm a cat, and you are nothing like me at all. Cats have a mane and a tuft at the end of their tails, and when they roar, everybody trembles, for they are the king of all beasts. A cat? Say Cheetah. You are so short and chubby. Cats are tall and graceful creatures who run faster than the animal in the world. You don't look like you can run very fast at all.
A cat?
Say Puma.
That's ridiculous. Cats live in the mountains. That's why people call us mountain lions. They live far, jump high, and act tough. I know Fuzzy Little Rabbit that look tougher than you. A cat?
Cats are bleak. Say Panther. They live in jungles and rainforests and sleep in trees. Have you ever even seen a jungle?
A cat?
Say Tiger.
That's very funny. You see, cats are very big and very strong and very, very orange.
You are small and gray. You might be some kind of a rat. But a cat? I don't think so. Simon was confused. Lion is the only one with a mane, he said. No one else is black like Panther or orange like Tiger. No one else can jump as high as Puma or can run as fast as Cheetah. So, how can you all be cats?
Because we also have many things in common.
Say Lion.
We all have small, perky ears and flat noses, long whiskers, and long tails. We have sharp teeth and claws and big eyes that can see in the dark.
So do I, say Simon. I have all of those things, only smaller. They all leaned in a closer look. Say Lion. Oh, say Puma. In that case, say Panther. It's very possible that, say Tiger.
You are a cat.
Say Cheetah. So, I'm part of the family? Asked Simon. The big cat looked at one another.
Yes!
They all said together. and they spent the rest of the day pouncing and plowing and praising and playing like cats of all sizes do. The end. Albert. Albert. Written and created by Joy Maria Andrade. Illustrated by Rafael Navarro. With the holiday season soon to be here, the snow softly fell, and the stars twinkled clear. Santa's elves worked so hard, making toys, night and day. They had no free time to their holiday play. The head elf went to Santa. Listen up. Listen here. Get us some more help. Oh, we all disappear. Santa agreed and came up with a plan. He went to his workshop, and the crafting began. Metal and sparks flew into the air. Christmas Eve's coming soon. There's no time to spare. Santa was ready. The big day was here. Da-da! He created 6 robots. Elf robots. Elbows to be clear. They assembled. They panted. The elbows were quick. Toy appeared out of nowhere like a cool magic trick. The North Pole was happy, or so it was thought. But, in fact, there was sadness in one small Albert. He often imagined that he was a toy. He wanted to be loved by a girl or a boy. So that Christmas Eve, with a leap and a smile, he snuck in Santa's bag, which was deep as a mile. They slid down the chimney without making a sound. As Santa placed presents, Albert looked all around. On the wall, Albert spotted a picture of 3. This family had a little, but they were happy. Christmas morning arrived. The kids hopped out of bed. Wow! A toy made of metal from his toes to his head. Albert turned into a ball for Cassie, 2 peach and a flute for Lucy, a magical switch. They instantly loved him. His wish was complete. The love from his family made Albert's heart beat. Back at the North Pole, something seems very wrong. Santa looked and he looked, and Albert is gone. Santa raided the reindeer. His mission was clear. I have to find that Albert and bring him back here. From rooftop to rooftop, Santa slid down to see if this was the house where Albert might be. Lucy and Cassie saw Santa next door. He slid down the chimney. What's he doing that for? Santa was startled when he heard a loud bark. It was the father. Who's there in the dark? The police came to Santa. It was all looking green. Santa's in trouble. We need to save him. It took them some time, but they found Santa's cell. Albert blasted a hole of wind and alarm bell. They pull and they tug. Keep going, don't stop! They huff and they puff. Santa sprang with a pop, with a tug of his beard, and a wink of his eye. Santa summoned his reindeer from out of the sky. Say goodbye to the children. The Elba need you. A team without 6 is one Elba too few. Elba was sad. Tears rolled down his face. He thought he would rest in their final embrace. With a crack of the whip, they were back to the pole. To discover the workshop was out of control. With only 5 Elba, nothing worked right. Oh no! Ribbons and boxes! No toys were inside. Santa quickly untangled the elves and the box. Then Elba grabbed Santa to share his true thought. You are right. I have an idea for a really good fix. Elves and Elba and some holiday trees. The team worked all night. They built a machine that made wonderful toys, the best ever seen. The next Christmas Eve, as the kids' bedtime neared, with a thump and a clunk, Santa swiftly appeared. My friends at the pole had told me a lot, but what it means to be happy. Kids, here's your Albert. Out from behind the man dressed in red, their small metal friend put out his hat. Crossed the land Christmas Day. There were loud squeals of joy. Each kid had discovered a new Elba toy. Elba was happy, for he knew in his heart that their family adventure was ready to start. The end. Freedom in Congress Square. Freedom in Congress Square by Carol Boston Westerford and R. Gregory Christie. Mondays, there were hogs to slop, mules to train, and logs to chop. Slavery was no ways fair. 6 more days to Congress Square. Tuesday, there were cows to feed, fields to plow, and roads to sit. A moment without work was there. 5 more days to Congress Square. Wednesday, they were back to make, silver to shine, and the bread to bake. The dreaded lash. Too much to bear. 4 more days to Congress Square. Thursday, they were clothes to clean, floors to scrub, and the base to win. Spiritual rose from the despair. 3 more days to Congress Square. Fridays, there were crops to pick, trees to prune, and the walls to brick. Run away, some slaves there. 2 more days to Congress Square. Saturdays, there were beans to can, hens to plunk, and the folk to fan. Freedom was slavery's ardent player. 1 more day to Congress Square. Week in, week out, from sun to sun, always more chores to be done. And even as the plantation slept, wood was on the fire kept. But Sunday was a day of rest, when Master charmed the weekend guests. Slaves had off one afternoon, when the law allowed them to commune. They flocked to New Orleans, Congress Square. Sundays, slaves and free met there. It was a market and a gathering ground, where African music could resound. Beneath the sun in the open air, the crowd abuzz with news to share. Grouped by nation, language, tribe, they drown ancestral roots alive. They play triangles, gourds, and bells, banzas, flutes, fiddles, and shells. Women in gauze, silk, and percale. Men in fringe, and fairy tale, shook tambourine, and shouted chants as rhythm filled a spirited dance. They rejoiced as if they had no cares. Half day, half free, in Congress Square, this piece of earth was a world apart. Congress Square was freedom's heart. The end. Celebrating holiday, Chinese New Year. Happy Chinese New Year! Beautiful lanterns light up streets under the full moon. Firecrackers pop while lions and dragons dance in a parade. Happy Chinese New Year! Chinese New Year or Spring Festival celebrates spring's arrival. People focus on family and good luck. To prepare, they clean, shop, and decorate. Each Chinese year is linked with a different animal. The animals repeat every 12 years. Chinese New Year is China's biggest holiday. Much of Asia celebrates it as Lunar New Year. Cities around the world may also throw big celebrations. Chinese stories tell a monster Nian that attack village. Each New Year, people scare it away with loud noises, fire, and the color red. This became Chinese New Year. Chinese New Year begins on a new moon. It always falls between January 21st and February 20. It ends on a full moon. To celebrate, people decorate doors with spring couplet. The sure saying share wisdom. The red banners bring good luck and joy. Adults give children red envelopes for luck. They tuck new money inside. Many write happy notes too. Celebrating families eat special foods for luck, health, and wealth. They serve fish, long noodles, and oranges. Dumplings and rice cakes are also popular. Chinese New Year ends with the Lantern Festival. Lights, puppets, and dancers parade through streets. Animal-shaped lanterns shine brightly. Are you ready for a lucky new year? The end.